Greetings and welcome to my channel. My name is Ignatius and let's watch myself play some Dyson Sphere program. As you can see, I'm approaching one of the poles of the planet here because the next project was to build something I had built before in other previous playthroughs, which is the polar power plant. For that I needed flat ground, so of course I flattened everything first. And for that also I of course needed, I did make a blueprint, a polar power plant blueprint some time ago. But I've made and deleted and remade and re-deleted many blueprints over time, because they always go too chaotic at some point, ADHD. And after the last deletion I did not remake a new polar power plant. These are the blueprint speaking difficult. These are the blueprints from the game before this one, which I just kept. Also, of course, I realized that I don't have any solar panels with me. Jesus. I also decided to first go and restock the ammunition of the turrets to make sure that they certainly have enough ammunition just in case the dark fog gets any ideas. But that should be enough. Okay, next up, the polar power plant. Talking is difficult at times. The polar power plant. What I had done here, I actually don't know. I neither do remember what idea was behind it. There must have been some idea. Then I gave the whole thing a bit more space and went to start making the polar power plant. Polar power plant, this is a wonderful image because you see this. This side is in sunlight and this side is not. So as the planet turns, at least half, if not a little bit more, of the polar power plant will always see sunlight. And that's where the original idea of making this came from. Yes, and so far I've always had good experiences with solar power plants. I will speed this up a little bit because right now I'm just placing stuff. Also, I was looking at how to make this a bit denser, and I was a bit unhappy with as it was, so I decided to make this, and now I have 3 instead of 2. Let me speed this up a little bit more. Wonderful, that's the inner ring, or rather the core, I think. Or inner ring, one or the other. Okay, having built this, I'm going to save it, so I can reuse this later on the other pole first of all, and of course on other planets, which is also why I'm not packing this as tightly as possible, because other planets are sometimes smaller than this one, and that means a smaller grid. And I want to be able to place this blueprint everywhere I arrive, unsurprisingly. Okay. Then of course the image, wonderful. So it changes, boom, wonderful. That's the inner ring. Then I looked for it. Wonderful, now comes the next ring. Let me speed that up a little bit as well. Perfection. Wonderful, this little gap up down there, I didn't like it too much. First I filled it, but let me go back. Actually, these artifacts, that's from the video, not from the game. But here you can see that the distance between the panels is very small. Here, of course, it works, but on other planets, actually I can see the same problem here. That might be an issue. We'll see how it goes. I've not yet tried to build it, to build this anywhere but here. And that's the middle ring. That is the middle ring, which I now copied, and pasted. Perfection. Also, I ran out of solar panels, so I had to go back and claim some, then come back and build. Wonderful. And then I first, of course, had to copy this this middle ring. Middle ring, perfection. Then the symbol, wonderful, save, done. And now comes the outer ring, and that, as you can see here, won't work, so I built it in segments. First and this is actually, first I then filled in, but again too tight, and it wasn't really looking all that great. So I went with what I have. The outer ring segment, wonderful, save. Then I tested it, I saw that it works wonderfully. First, of course, there was the issue with parts of the thing being blocked. Then I first thought, yeah, I can leave it at that, at this, but then I thought, nah, that looks crap. So I shift clicked, and then I cleared out some space around the iron to still be able to mine the iron later on. Okay. Then I saw, well, I'm not really exactly making a whole lot of solar panels. I need 38, I didn't have enough. So of course there was some waiting necessary, and of course also I needed to make the connection between the power plant and the factory, the main factory, to actually bring all this sweet energy from the plant to the factory. And now I am, wonderful. Back to the factory to claim more of the solar panels. Speeding it up a little bit again. Then I landed, had these 8 ones built. 8 more missing, and that would have been a fair amount of waiting. So I decided first to, I thought I'd wait first, but then I thought, nah, I wanna increase production. And as you can see here, all the intakes are already here, so all I need is just to place a second factory right here. Then I can connect all the intakes, and that is that. So I was here looking at everything, making the decision, and decisions made. The factory with the correct recipe, of course. Then I need the intakes. I was a bit concerned if this one would work, but it did wonderfully. So, and then I need a container to have the solar the solar panels delivered into, and of course a head for delivery into the mall. Wonderful. Then a little bit of power, and we have double production. Okay, then here I fueled up, and I searched for fuel in the mall. Then I realized I don't have fuel in the mall yet. Holy moly, this can't be. So I decided to make not a mall segment, but a single mall container. No. Control C, reset blueprint, and now I can choose. Mall container, bottom left, wonderful. And this one's going to be for fuel. Come on, find the fuel, wonderful. Then I filled it with drones, I think. Yes, I did. And nothing was being delivered, so I needed to go over here and place a head on this one as well to connect it. And we have fuel. First I thought let's do 10, but then I thought nah, let's make a full container. That's okay. Then I fueled up again, and that done. I then went and got... First wanted to go up to the power plant, but then I got all the solar panels I currently have. to deliver them to the solar power plant. And that's it, finished. Here I tested how many solar panels I need for a full solar power plant, which is I think 202 or 204, one or the other. I was thinking 250, that should be enough. If I can have 250 solar panels, or if I can bring 250 solar panels, I can make a full plant. And these are going to be 50 stacks, of which I have 5, that's 250. That's wonderful. That's a full solar power plant right there, if it's full. And yeah, new projects are coming, and but those are in the next videos. Until then, thank you for watching, like, subscribe, you know the drill if you so choose, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.